Brooklyn Beckham, the eldest son of global icons David and Victoria Beckham, along with his wife Nicola Peltz Beckham, appears to be charting a course that could deeply impact his parents emotionally and symbolically. Reports indicate that the couple is seriously considering adoption as a pathway to starting and expanding their own family, with discussions around this idea having been ongoing for quite some time. The desire isn't just for one child but for a larger brood, potentially 4 or 5 children, which speaks to a vision of a bustling, self-contained household built on their own terms. This plan carries particular weight because adoption has long been a personal aspiration for Nicola, something she has openly expressed even before her marriage to Brooklyn. The couple shared these intentions with David and Victoria prior to tying the knot, suggesting that family-building dreams were once a shared topic of conversation and perhaps even excitement within the Beckham circle. However, the current landscape is markedly different due to an escalating family feud that has created significant distance between Brooklyn and his parents. The core of what makes this development feel like a major blow lies in the reported decision to exclude Victoria and David entirely from the process and any future involvement. Brooklyn and Nicola are said to be intent on building their family swiftly, without waiting for or anticipating any reconciliation. This means that even the arrival of their first child, whether biological or adopted, might occur without any notification to the grandparents-to-be. The Beckhams would reportedly be left in the dark, discovering the news through public channels or indirectly, if at all. Such exclusion is framed as heartbreaking for Victoria and David, who are described as desperate to meet and bond with their first grandchild. The emotional toll on them cannot be understated. Becoming grandparents is a milestone many parents eagerly await, especially in a high-profile family where legacy, public image, and close-knit ties have historically been emphasized. David and Victoria have built much of their post-football and post-fashion careers around family branding, through documentaries, social media glimpses, and joint ventures, making any severance particularly poignant. From Brooklyn and Nicola's perspective, however, the responsibility for this rift rests squarely with Victoria and David. The ongoing tensions, stemming from various reported disagreements, public spats, and differing views on personal independence, have led to a point where reconciliation seems unlikely in the near term, if ever. The couple's stance is one of self-preservation and autonomy. They want to protect their future children's environment from any lingering drama or influence that could complicate things. This approach aligns with a broader trend among younger generations and celebrity families, where boundaries are drawn more firmly to prioritize mental health and individual identity over traditional familial obligations. The feud itself has roots in complex dynamics. Brooklyn, once the subject of intense media scrutiny as the son of a football legend and a Spice Girl turned designer, has pursued his own paths in photography, cooking, and now married life. Nicola, coming from a wealthy business family, brings her own perspective on independence and privacy. Their union was celebrated lavishly, but subtle reports of strain with the in-laws emerged over time, escalating into more public discord. Victoria, in particular, is portrayed as still holding out hope for resolution, clinging to the possibility that time might heal the wounds and allow the family to reunite around a new generation. Yet the adoption plan adds a layer of finality. Adopting children involves rigorous processes, home studies, matching with agencies, and long-term commitments, steps that Brooklyn and Nicola are reportedly undertaking independently. This not only symbolizes a fresh start but also a deliberate choice to create a family unit separate from the Beckham legacy. It raises questions about how future grandchildren might view their famous grandparents, whether interactions would ever occur, and how the public narrative around the Beckham brand might shift if key family members remain estranged. In the wider context of celebrity families, such rifts are not uncommon. Think of estrangements in other high-profile clans where public personas clash with private realities. For David and Victoria, this could mean re-evaluating their public emphasis on unity and togetherness. Victoria's fashion empire and David's business ventures often highlight family as a cornerstone, so the absence of their eldest son and potential grandchildren from that picture could feel like a personal and professional setback. The emotional undercurrents are profound. Grandparents often dream of spoiling, teaching, and loving the next generation, sharing stories of the past. For Victoria and David, who have navigated fame's pressures while raising 4 children, the prospect of being shut out entirely is devastating. Meanwhile, Brooklyn and Nicola's determination reflects a commitment to breaking cycles, perhaps avoiding the intense media glare or expectations that came with being a Beckham child. This situation underscores themes of independence, forgiveness, and legacy in modern families. Whether reconciliation happens or the divide deepens, the adoption plans represent a pivotal moment, one that could redefine relationships for years to come. The hope from some quarters is that a child entering the world might soften hearts and bridge gaps. But for now, the path forward seems set on separation and self-determination.